Alright. It is time for I Cast Your Freaking Awesome Replays, and it is, of course, the bait challenge, where players have to try and bait their opponent, I don't know, into ambushes, out of position, and generally trick their opponent in whichever way they can. Even a classic 1-2 punch is itself a little bit of a bait, right? It's one swing comes in, not really meaning to deal damage, more as a distraction, and the other one comes in. That's essentially what we're looking for. But of course, I was also suggesting with this challenge that I really wanted to see players use fake drops. I wanted to see dropper lords just flying through mineral lines without, any actual units in them. I wanted to see baneling burrow traps, all sorts of cool things, and just trying to bait their opponent into making the bad decisions and moving incorrectly on the map. Of course, one of our favorite clan managers here, actually, one of the people who's regularly out there organizing tournaments and clan wars within Taste the Bacon, and a very aggro-aggressive upgraded Zergling player. One of his specialties has always been the use of Zergling backstabs, so we'll see if that comes into play here. Up here in the top right, representing Taste the Bacon, my man, booyah! Down here in the bottom left, the opponent. It is representing ICGI, Jango Fett. Is Jango Fett actually the name of Boba Fett's father or whatever in the shitty Star Wars backstory? Is that like the character? Is that what the Mandalorian's about? Is that about Boba Fett or Jango Fett? Is Jango Fett his dad? Give me some Star Wars lore, guys. I watched The Phantom Menace. I looked deep into the eyes of the Jar Jar Binks character. I saw my innocence just get obliterated in one moment. And I basically never looked back and chose to never watch a Star Wars movie again. Or engage in anything branded Star Wars focused content, right? So yes, he was the dad, and Jango was also the guy the clones were made from. So was he like superior genetics and shit? Is that why they chose him? Because they're like, oh, this guy fucks. Let's make an army of guys that fuck, like, because he was so Chad? Or is there like a specific reason? He's just very handsome, says Atlas and Druid. Okay, we're learning about Star Wars backstory. Great. Spoilers, says Eon Blue. Okay, so here's the thing. So this is, normally I'm very keen on spoilers. I'm like, don't spoil people. But here's the thing. If you've taken a bottle of milk and then you've gone and poured it across the ground, and then just say in your kitchen, you've poured it all over the ground in your kitchen, and then you've just walked out of your apartment, locked the door, and you've gone on holiday for a month. You come back a month later. Now, can you spoil that milk? Do you come and say, oh, don't fucking watch out, don't touch that, you might spoil it? No, because you've got green carpet growing on your kitchen floor. It's already fucked. And this is my point. Can you spoil Star Wars? Can you? There's a lot of Star Wars fans that actually hang out in my channel. This is probably about as edgy as I like to go. This is like the equivalent of going into some sort of I don't know, fucking university and talking about how much you love Donald Trump or something, I guess. This is basically my thing, where I'm like, I could spoil it for a 4-year-old. Well, I think that 4-year-old's already spoiled by their parents being insane enough to let them watch my Twitch channel. Oh, okay, look at this. Ring around the Rosie, ring around the Queen. Jango Fett here, diving in. Whoa, every baneling went down. That was some of the worst micro I've ever seen from Jango. That's amazing. You guys see that? Jango Fett could have like gone and killed stuff, but instead ran circles around me hatchery. Guys, let's quickly shout out the challenge for next week. Booyah is trying to go upgraded melee. He's only got 2 Banes and a couple of Queens, and Django's not stopping, man. He's like, nah, man, I'm going to make more Zerglings. After that, more Zerglings, more Banelings. He's actually droned up. He's on 32 versus just Booyah's very low 20 drone economy. Booyah is quite behind. He's got to get those Queens in the wall. Get that thick booty in the choke point, mate. Get that thick booty in the choke point. Uh-oh. Wait, Django's going to go in 1 Baneling at a time. It's a foraging Baneling. It's hoping the Queens don't kill it. The Zerglings aren't watching, and it works. Oh, my God. Oh. Booyah. Booyah, get your Queens out front, buddy. Ah, there we go. That was a bit better. Sweet. All right, he's okay. Guys, if you want to get your replay in for next week, the challenge is hit and run. Avoid head-on fights and backstab. Run by and base trade your way to victory. Send submissions to fluxiorsc@gmail.com as attachment, and only Icyfar as a subject. So guys, hit and run. I don't know, do some drive-by shootings maybe, but StarCraft version, so it's all cool. Remember guys, murder, war, bloodfare, hatred, racial antagonism, normally bad things. In the context of StarCraft, these are all good. So get your hit and run tactics going. Show us what you got, Pretend you're some badass freedom fighters, fighting against the oppressive regime of your opponent's workers. So you're constantly dropping in and murdering their economy for some reason. You're like, yeah, we got to blow up the means of production. I don't know. Get in there, have some fun. I think hit and run's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty loose. And I think you all can do a lot of cool things with that. So please get your replays in. Remember, guys, we do only cast 3 to 5 replays each week. And as a result, if you don't get picked, don't worry, try again. It's all about the process. I do sometimes have people who submit replays and they get angry when their replay doesn't get picked. And I go, guys, that's not the point. Even if it was a really good replay and maybe the selector didn't quite, realize the awesome play you made because they're looking through a lot of replays. It happens. Sometimes there's just other replays that are more awesome. And a quick reminder that our own idea of how cool what we do in the replay is usually exaggerated. Now, a lot of people, they're like, no, it was actually the coolest play of all time. I go, look, sometimes there are replays that don't make it into Icyfar, which do have the coolest play of all time. The problem is they're encased in a 25-minute packaging of fuck all. So don't get me wrong, guys. Sometimes you do send in replays with this awesome play, but a lot of the time, yeah, it's the fact that everything around it's trash. It's like a really boring game. Other than that, they're like, but I neuraled them and then I built some shit in their base. Wait, guys, this is a distraction. Wait, actually, I think this is not the distraction. I think the Nydus is the bait. Pulls him out, tries to run. Does he even have anything in the Nydus? It's an empty Nydus. That's a distraction Nydus, guys. He goes, haha, this is bait. Haha. But because he's not reacting to it, he says, it's okay. I'll put 2 Zerglings in there. And I think Django Fett's freaking the fuck out. He's just building a spire. Guys, Bullier right now is trying to bait a blind man. He's like waving the red flag in the main with a Nydus. Django's just like, nah, I don't play with headphones in. I play without sound. He's like, what the fuck? Why aren't you reacting to this? You fucking crazy person. Baneling's trying to run in here looking for some big hits. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my lord, absolute orgy over here out front in the third. Is anything else popping? He's still just ignoring the Nydus. I don't think Django even knows how that Zergling's got in the main. Django's just like, man, how do these Zerglings keep sneaking into my main base? I can't even. It's like, I don't even see these run-bys run in the front. It's really weird, man. Oh shit, he's realized, guys, he's figured it out. Apparently, 2 minutes after the bait Nydus worm pops in the main, Django goes, huh, what's that? Seriously, Django's the sort of guy where he's got the fish hook literally through the side of his mouth. He's full on bloody fucking fish hook. It's stabbing through his cheek. There's blood spurting out. And he's just casually going about his business. Like, no fucks given, man. Look, another one goes down. Oh, he's going to react to this one. Oh my god, Django. He's figuring it out, guys. But you know what? Bullier continuing to attack 2 sides at once. Spinecrawl is going to do real well there. Bit of hentai for those Zerglings. And this Overlord, though, is still in position. Please move the Queen over and kill the Overlord. Otherwise, those Nydus worms will not stop going up. Baneling's looking for the mineral line. Oh. I think Bullier could have got the mineral line there. The Banelings of Django seem to be on move command. Oh, a lovely double. Oh, there's a nice transfuse there on that spine. I don't think the Banes managed to get in and do anything. Will the Zerglings get the Queen? Remember, they have +2 melee versus just +1 of Django. Oh, shit. Django has got mutas out, though. So these Zerglings, I mean, they're finding damage. Remember, upgraded Zerglings are amazing versus mutas. Another Nydus worm does go down there. But the problem is, of course, that there is +1 melee for Django as well, but you can't fight like this. You gotta get your mutas and lings back to the front. Oh my god, he's fighting with drones. Meanwhile, these guys are having a FAP circle over there. Bit of a little fucking jerk it and share your life story. Jesus goddamn Christ. Anytime you see workers fighting and the army just chilling and they're microing the workers, you're like, no! F2 that shit, please. Normally not a big fan of the F2. Speaking of which, I mean, Django has no control groups except hatcheries and queens, so definitely is going to be struggling to respond to multiple areas of terrain. That's a crazy muta count though, eh? The Zerglings are going to get in. I mean, if Django can just make some more Zerglings and Banelings, should be fine. The problem is we often see people at this stage, and oh, Django's just F2A moving across the map, eh? You need to leave some Banes at home. But you know what? I don't think Django has the ability to really do that. Oh, the Zergling's looking for the Queen. She wriggles out. She's on a diet. She's on that Weight Watchers diet. She's been doing that Jenny Craig. Baneling's coming over here to defend, but the muta count is good. There is a Nydus worm. It's going to pop out in the main base. Not sure how quick that's going to start unloading. Almost immediately. Wow, Booyah with the multitask. And he's got spores to keep him alive at home. Actually, the natural and the main undefended. The mutas come to the one base that has 2 spores. And then they back off. Oh, that's so unlucky for Django. He's like, well, I guess every base has spores if this one does. No, it was just that one base that had 2 spores. There was no anti-air in the other bases. Lings running in from multiple sides, and I think Booyah really just shows that he is an expert of, you know, Zerglings at the front door, Nydus in your back door. Bit of the old surprise worm action. The Queens are going to try to fight the lair there. Oh no. Oh no, Booyah's surrounded, dude. These Queens are going to get wrecked by these Zerglings, man. The mutas even pull back. They say, yeah, the Zerglings can deal with that, dude. That was all of Booyah's mobile anti-air. He may have gone a bit too deep. I mean, he's only on 33 drones. I really want to see Booyah sneak out a 4th and a 5th hatchery and just keep making pure Zerglings. I think don't even worry about the anti-air. These mutas, you just got to keep him at home. And these Ling backstabs are fantastic. Oh, the Ling's going to find the high energy Queen. The drones come forward. Nice micro from Django. Oh no, the drones go back to work, but oh, she survives. 9 hit point Queen. Meanwhile, though, third base looking very vulnerable. That Queen on red hit points being pulled back. So those Queens, both of them are alive for now. But as long as Booyah, like I said, he loves backstabbing. He's up +2 melee, +1 carapace, but there is +2 melee done here. And Django is going to make a few more Banes. Now we're going to watch Django. Remember, Django doesn't use control groups, and he's going to try to micro mutas on the other side and Ling Bane at home. This is going to be the funniest thing you've ever seen. I'm actually so impressed. He's actively microing these, but I mean, how's he going to... how's he going to do anything else? Okay, yeah, he's distracted by the Ling run, by the mutas fly into the spores. A bunch of them die. They do find a Queen in the open. But look at that. The Lings are on the base. All of his Ling Banes just chilling at the third. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my God. The Lings are just having an absolute fucking orgy. They're just like, yeah, we will kill your entire economy. The music's like, it's fine, we got the Roach Horn. I'm like, yep, that seems like the important thing to snipe here. Is that every drone dead? 10 drones left? Oh my God. So I think what we're looking at here is a Game Time fan who didn't quite understand why Game Time always went mass roach every single game. I mean, shit, even True would control group his Mutalisks, right? Right? I don't know how you meant. Actually, shit, is Django gonna win? There's actually 15 mutas out, and there's so few Queens and spores, guys. If these Lings focus down the spore, I mean, there's 4 spores in the main. Don't fly into that. The muta. Oh, the Bane gets like 10 Zerglings. Oh my God, this is actually okay. If Booyah can hang on, this is gonna be so sick, dude. All right, so Booyah has almost no units. 20 more Zerglings on the way. The Nydus worm does go down. The Queen's gonna fall. These Queens coming out off creep, man. It's a little dangerous, but look at that. Yeah, the Queens. I mean, where's the extra Zerglings? Django's economy is so poopy right now. But look at that. He's going to try and just control the area between the rallies. Booyah realizes he's got a backstab. Yeah, he can't fight the mutas, but he can hit the economy. But, oh, triple tentacle. Oh, my God, it's a full-on hentai. So the hentai defense there, I don't think Booyah's Zerglings are going to be able to break that. I mean, he can maybe go for the main and get the spawning pool, but Django's got one base solid uwu economy right there. And the Zerglings of Booyah come back. He's going to try to defend this base. He has killed most of the Zerglings on the ground there for Django, but these Queens keep running off creep, and that's a big problem. If this Queen count could build, he'd really be in a much better position. But, I mean, as much as his mineral lines are safe, he's got to get like a spore or two between the bases. The mutas here circling, looking for weakness. That +2 carapace was upgrading earlier. It got cancelled, went from the Evo chamber dying. Ooh, these mutas very low, and oh, a muta dies. They're trying to get the spawning pool, realizing that'll stop spore crawler, Zergling, and Queen production. And the mutas still rotating around just a little bit. We'll see exactly how we go. Zergling's up there as well. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get him. All right. Blue's going for a gigantic backstab, guys. The triple tentacle, it's normally very powerful, but with 4 Banes in there as well, this is going to be real nasty. Django's drone's trying to get out of there. The Baneling's hot in pursuit. They go, oh, do you want to get bursted on? Our bursty boys are ready to explode in your face. Django says, that's fucking creepy, mate. Can you not be so weird? Blue says, oh, yeah. No. 14 Zerglings, 2 drones. It's a nighttime adventure story. I am still, by the way, waiting, guys, for the Pornhub sponsorship of Icyfar 1 week. It'll happen. It'll happen. I think it's a natural fit, to be honest. It's a natural fit, like those Zerglings sliding inside that hatchery and tearing it open from the inside. Meanwhile, the Muta's here, rotating around. Django's on 8 drones and has been forever. I think Booyah has stabilized to the point where there is no way he can lose anymore, right? He's done some great baits with the Nydus worms. I do love just the fact that that first Nydus was up for a solid like minute before Django realized and was like, I wonder how these Zerglings are in me main. Django is clearly like really fucking high level with a lot of the control. That's what's insane as well to me. He's like constantly microing in 2 or 3 places at once, but I'm like, the system to do it is like so bad. I love it. This is just the greatest thing about StarCraft. It's just the number of players who get so good at playing with like enforced handicaps is great. These Zerglings running in for Booyah right now. They are going to run into the main base. And Zerglings, look at that. They're like, oh, hey, Mutas. Yeah, come over here. Come chase us. Come chase us. Come chase us. Come chase us. More Zerglings running in. There are only 9 drones left, and they are all on the next episode of Refugee Hunters. These hungry Zerglings try to find a drone discount. They go to backyard garage sales trying to find dead drones they can sell at an antique sale. Something shitty fucking... I flicked the television on yesterday. This is why those shitty shows are running through my head right now, guys. AFL restarted. Australian football. With no audience, and... You guys thought the TSL... I remember people were criticizing TSL for having the kind of cheering track with the intros. They had like a crowd track, right? People were like, they have an audience track. We were watching the AFL and we're like, there's no audience, all right? So it's an empty stadium. And then I'm like, why can I still hear a crowd cheering and everything? And I'm like, oh my God, they're doing it. So Aussie football, they've started broadcasting and they started the season without audiences in the stadium. And they are absolutely using that track as well. And the thing is, it sounds totally normal. And obviously, they try with the camera shots to not show the empty stadium, but it always gets caught in the background, right? But it's just funny. There's these moments you're like, huh, that's weird. So anyway, obviously, there's ad breaks when you're watching live sports on television. And what's amazing is that nothing's changed in the like however many years since I last watched broadcast television. The ad break is like, Big Brother's back on again. I was like, Big Brother's back on? What the fuck? And then it was like, now it's porn. What's it called? The porn hunters or pawn shop, whatever the fuck it is. And there's like the 2 guys who go around to people's garage sales buying things. I was like, this show's been the only, like this shit has not changed in 10 years. Broadcast television. It's like going back in time and you're just like, what am I watching? Porn. They're pronounced exactly the same, Hoggle. Unless you're a weirdo American who actually pronounces ours. Arr, oh my God. Arr. Porn, mate. That's the whole reason the show's called that. Anyway, long story short, Booyah just put a Nydus inside the back door of Django there. Well played. Very impressed with your play there, Booyah. Unfortunately, Django did fall apart. Hats off to Django for trying to play like 3-directional mutiling Bane without any control groups. You know what's so great about that, guys? So every single time, Django has to look from his base to the other side of the map. He's got to click on the minimap and then box the mutalisks and then start microing. That is hilarious. Like, for anyone who's a complete noob, normally you'd have those on a control group, say control group 2, you'd just double tap 2 on your keyboard and it would zoom you straight to them. They'd already be selected. And you'd be like, oh, Sick. The idea of having to move your mouse to your minimap, click on the right area, then box your units, and then start microing. When you're microing against Zergling backstabs at the same time is just hilarious. So Django Fett, shout out to you for being a sicko, trying to play one of the most multi-prong, multitask focus styles, Mutiling Bane, without control groups. You're a madman. GG, well played, guys.